Hey, everybody out there. If you're not putting your hands up right now and going crazy and doing all types of drugs, you need to get the heck out of here. Because this right here, it's not that serious. Living every day like a shadow, hiding behind the man, mimicking movements, making choices that aren't my own. See, I too would like to think, walk, talk, and move, but because I am a shadow, I will only mimic you. Now, I said this is how I live every day, but what about every night? I'm everywhere you go. At first, I was only doing as you do. My thoughts weren't my own. But you know that I know that you know that I run the show. Now don't adopt this poem as words to live by, cause I said so. Cause these are just my thoughts on how every day we are controlled like shadows. Thank you.
Cooped up by Coop's love, a double vision of what is true trust. A triple threat of death, misfortune, and lost dreams. A quad said times a million times, each question is means. On first and fifth, the usual death toll is 15. The only time he's alive is when the pen gleams at 16s. How to enjoy the cloy of sugar-coated truths. The noose of rebuke is a term that's just loose. Same as the women of a dying generation, whose man's plans are equal to Satan's. The massive opportunity passed by. The time high school was stepped into. The venue of high life seen by an insult. Lent gent who gently tries to coast past life with an excuse of, that's something I just can't do. It's proof what's left of the mind is fried by ignorance and impudence. Blackout nights and daylight with emptiness. Given his ultimatum, he swears by God will never take them. But later asks why life left him nothing but impatient.
Zoom Productions.
Stay low and do as they say so. Stay posted with your face low. When the enigma of a coward within hours, your heart's devoured. More power to judge to scour for power while being skewered into a few of you that choose to move without senses heightened. And cry out when the noose is at its tightest. But the finest still need refining due to mangled spiritual hymens. I've been in situations that put me in contact with my soul rapists, either by moral disputes or false litigations. My limitation caused me my hesitation. More latching than back to destroy the core that keeps me on track and on course. But of course, attacks from the last of a void that sucks me into an abyss and gives false prospect on a promise and gives me a cheerful synopsis. Conscious faucets, mind that may is hostile. Gospels, gossip knocks my whereabouts on where to shout out and shout out. Now when it's lights, I try to psych my psyche out, but that's something I highly doubt. I found myself when I lost my mind. I lost myself when I found out time goes by quick and it kills mankind. It is worse if you're a kind man. Give someone a helping hand or break your wrist and take your chance to be the piece that fixes broken world. Your words are no real win. Thought you could trust man, but he failed again. Now you're in your pits. Next bystander does the same that you did for society. Lends his hand, you pull him down and take his spot and say it's meant for you. Then realize you did the same that other man actually did to you. And that's away from truth. By my views, infused a slow burning fuse with society's moves. You see the comparison of our doom. A hint of fumes of rotted carcasses, immortalist, lobotomist, waiting now for a discharge of it to take away the evidence. Always can fix us, ain't no cure for a sickness, but it's becoming victus. And now it's an enigma. Yeah, now it's an enigma. Yeah, now it's an enigma. Hate to tell you it's an enigma. The way you live, it's an enigma. All you give, it's an enigma. You think about it, it's an enigma. You know you doubt it, enigma. It's all mystery, it's an enigma. Don't think about it, enigma. Think about it, enigma. Don't ask no questions, rounds and mounds of hounds. Wait to pounce on an ounce of self-righteousness. societal lichens that's fueled by fuel from Vicodin. Tribal men without vibrant gems can rely on themselves and delve into hell, knowing loyalty is priority. We align in chaos and sin, betrayal and showing the frail of men. Murder from urges of hatred and envy, slipping the snakeskin to make it trendy. Deprived, connived, decide to lie within your lies, and why you think you hear the words like evolution again. Scientists compare us to animals cause we turned into them. Spin and spin your time in a circle of life. It's all one big cycle. Money, materials, and the Bible. Then death and no knowledge of revival. Suicidal mantras finally become the mind's reality. And formalities of hectic, desperate sketches and guessing every blessing in every second. Unneeded reasons to seek for them easily. Cause of a cost of love, lust, and his laws of trust. Cause by evolved Christians. And that's real. Yeah. It's an enigma. Spawning from the smallest of iotas, multi-ready claws of my condolence. Cost of being informant, nausea while the largest of Ebola. Where I'm living is sickening as I spin and spin. Time in a rift of sin and kin that's immortal innocence. It was dead ever since my first breath, immensely stretched to the deepest depths of regrets. Instinctively crept to the grip of relentlessness. Stripped my mind to bits, trying to find my niche in this earth to be picked first by pale indexes to a dent depth of my blessings and accept my conceptions. What rules me is do deeds by men's dreams. Never would I see me fit daily. The cliche of screw you pay me. For me now it's screw who pays me consistently just scathed me. It's just more stories to tell. Well, hell swap my morals up to where they couldn't be identified. My identity is dignified by mirrors and cultural highs. By the time of 5, is it true that I'm alive? I mean real life, or am I trying to survive? The hardest part of tonight is knowing my time and chime before I finish this verse. The worst can come to my front door for wasn't words of hurt. Nightmares become your best dreams when you see your definition of peace. Repetitious defeats of a cold-blooded case. Low rates of pace, the positive in the neighborhood. Say the greater good before it has a chance to breathe. Seed of arity that can't enable that conceive. Before you take a second peek on what the world needs, look and see who you're gonna be. So raise hands high to the sky. Surprise your demise and praise to our times. And ask yourself this question of life. And that's who am I? So what? So who am I? So yeah, so who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Come on, so who am I?
Hey yo, who am I? Who am I?
So who am I? Yeah, so who am I? Pop the top, the capsule limits and diminish lots aside that hatch at your head. So creativity isn't intact. Tap into the venue of what's true. Because really you are spawning from the smallest of iotas. Multi-ready claws of your condolence. Cross the being informant. Lost to all the largest of Ebola. Lost to all the largest of Ebola. Hang on and say on to he or she say with a crayon from Trayvon. There is a huge array of colors of inhumanity. Insanity is held by the amenities of my enemies. Then again, can we pause for a moment to have a call on all that makes us fall? Simplicity becomes so complicated. Inaugurations of situations of hatred for what was stated. But heart knocks from stocks of the American dream got docked on doctors and those with mass cream, milk, and documents of human means. Dying headfirst in death, hoping to land on the feet. The audacity of these cats automatically I react to a travesty of a reality I can grasp. Pinpoint the pinnacle of what joins the minimal. Conscious of justice and crush it. Busting lots of caskets of the unsolved. Deal with it. Still hintings of a hard body structure. Rupture by clusters of snuck in trustings of whatever I lusted. Who am I? I'm every case unsolved and every race that's lost. And arm in the basket that shouldn't have got let off from Earth's mysteries and secrets. I'm Obama's meaning of reason. I'm the anger and silent hearts. I'm the spark of inner insanity. Multiple personalities due to the travesty of the people. You know the root in the core of life, and it's usually evil. So deal with it. If you never liked it, then I guess that it's easy to really feel it. And inside this life I'ma live, and until I'm excited to fight. Mixed and mix-ups of distrust. Fix the pins tip on mislove. I lift the glistening image on life in its biggest interest. You'll see one burning wick, but won't extinguish by gusts of wind. I'm told that burning wick is now hoping for a soul in minds of gold. To see a soul wretch at the best of flesh and rep steps of the sun's crest. In other words, a light in the night, a spark in the dark. Start to remark the marks of the remarkable and charge to the sharks that try to depart the audible parts of hearts to be from soul's depths and breath that comes from purified significance. If it's in vain, it's a shame to be real, but mankind and all its appeals feel in the field for those who don't feel the pain of high hopes labeled as psycho. So believing that a human can be moral rather than extorted to portions of porcelain, never easily broken, though always torn down and scorned for far out sights of man. Outlandish, never to live the standards and banished by companions. The most extensive hack when they speak the softly told. Please don't mention that. Starts from all who never see the meaning behind the meaning and seek for visual seasons of pinnacles of breeding lessons of leisure and lesions of leaning on the atmosphere of the evening. Believe in me, have faith in us and our creator. Before the dust of bodies lay is swept away, see the array of a change that we can make once the display is dismayed. Switch pace from Bill Gates to Gold Gates, and no way becomes a one way, then always becomes a cold case. Illusion becomes an illusion, the truthful trail and tale to unveil. What do you need me to do? What do you need me to do? I need you to unveil. I need you to unveil right now. Show me what's what. Show me what's what. Tell me what do you see? I need you to unveil for me. Can't see what you see for me. I can't see what do you need? What do you want? What do you see? What do you want? It's all on me. I got it. I got it. Look at me. I can't see what you look at me. Got me.
Fear is not real. The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future.
Fixed up, fixtures, splits from scriptures. These words still purge my own worst urge. Just from the ticker from a drop and the quick I live a natural and turn to the light to my needs. I got to believe my thoughts and the steam shots pop when I plead the realm of defeat. Can't stop! No more time to waste. Waste ain't in my taste. I detest my mind's tested state. I can't regulate. Just being regular for me, that's irregular. More better for me if you leave. I suggest you head west, but it's nothing but blood on those leaves. Your passion for paradise kills. Your passion for paradise kills. And what will happen when you follow your will? Dreams of dead men that lead to dead ends with no dividend of self-reflection. The resurrections of insurrection that's cultivated by demons' pensions. Invest in difference. Yeah, I know it's hard to live true. Alright. But just because it's really difficult, to me it's impossible not to do. So, needless to say, I needed to sway to repeat the chaos. You can't play off the payoff. I know days off from times that you will chase God. And when the finale is ready, they'll gradually increase from where the casket be. Mashing my days of just hate and telling my secrets to rest in peace. For the secret to create. Collegially, feeble pleas for peace. It's hard to get released from evil's twisted deeds. So, how can you see the way out when all light just fades out? Keep your helm on tightly. The realm seems some quite inviting. The realm can be your god. Yeah, the realm is your demise. The realm is where peace is found. The realm can peak your downfall. All that's needed is the curiosity and the question now of where God could be. It can feed the heart and it can starve the soul. It all depends on where you wanna go. Cataclysmic enrichments that's enriching the mystic misfit in is to finish dictions of system givens. No handouts. If you stand out, it's planned out. So it's birth for those difference that depend out when things run, explain it, yes, where you are now. Question after question makes me more intrepid. I've got no bitches but the realm. This is just take bait from the place that hates you daily, but loves you when things can't get crazy. Ain't it something when hunters become hunted? Rum is a plunder to near extinction and be taken under asunder by blunders of their own realms. Torn for disaster, more of a bread for a marvel, a bastard cast of the chapter of wrath and the trap that's trapped in the pasture of ashes and brimstone. Then go to places of fun satisfactory satisfactions, planted by actions of hellish masters to see it all leads to tragic endings or joyous evenings. Gone. City transition to another world that just feeds off on doing it. Our thoughts cause a huge risk of off and off your boot and choosing new battleground on relevance and elegantly die. And when to die, your ice irises to life from darkest nights move into sunrise. Sometimes I get a little particulate and risk all the best instruments of what utilizes my dense sense and euthanizes my wickedness. But listen, a typical stretch to holiness. I hold the city of slums. I see it's only me. Population 1.
Hello? Hello? Is anybody out there? Hello? I know it can't just be. Hello? Hello? Oh, somebody just please answer. Hello?
Man, I don't get it. What is the issue? I ripped off that I could from the last few I sat in a couple months ago. Lord forgive me for not making it every Sunday, but I'm hunting the truth, so it's your name. Can be famous one day. Most times I feel like I've had all I need, and I don't know if that's just me or you saying it's time that you and I. But it's hard to decide when to go. Left or right, when all you see is one way. A lot of these lots of my previous graves. A lot of what thoughts will inspire my trades and lineage to what I'm trying to escape. All that I ever saw was reason to be more than addicted. Seems like that's my addiction, you know, to really strive. But as I sit in this chair tonight, I feel vibes thrive. I can't indicate if they really look good, just misunderstood. But really, who ain't? Fools thank themselves for a blessing that came from the inexplicable, embezzled life. Shoot, I'm the dude who usually does it all. I'm sick of the concealing. Another way my heart's gonna reveal it, so why waste time with enough and feel promise? I got to be all that my mom wants, and that's just a diploma. I mean, what am I stressing over? Some people wish they had this phenomenon. These issues ain't mine to control, but who else can keep a hold on this road of mine? Only me, only me, oh, only me, yeah. I got too much on this plate of mine and not eat too much on this mind of mine and not speak. It's time I highlight what heightens me. I've got to decide what makes me me. I've been literally to storm the Bastille, probably cause of a board, the real meals of a made man, placed and facing the hard knocks of knowledge of who I really am. Keeping secrets, acting like they're not already revealing. This poker face don't mean a thing. I've gone gaga for self-esteem. The brouhaha of all the crime, and nothing to feed for. We know in the end it's a grand scheme of things to test if you choose to pay. A choice cut, been typical, nimble and balanced on my tiptoes like I was Mike himself. Guess that explains why I'm just two tones of different. New modes again, to me with every passing moment. Hope the holy God himself I can stifle hell's allegory. Sure that you're better dead than alive. I mean, one of my seeds already y'all, and that's all now to even think. But God, who am I to be the giver and secretly a taker of life? I've taken my own so many times, it's hard to believe that I'm alive. Heartless nights within the soulless days, but still I'm praised for something I ain't. Perfect worth, this is really when I became, since I was purchased with the curse of man and the debt to death. And I can only guess for what can just keep me blessed. I pray you won't be as afraid as I used to be, but now I can. But that's for the folks with the negatives, yes, the distress on the record with them friends of mine. Got situations unbelievable. I don't mean to be selfish, it's hard to keep with calls when others calling you. So who am I calling on? So God, I guess it's you. This ain't your usual, this heart is immovable. Moving and moving scenes of myself, seeing me with credentials and the truth and all that is marvelous. How this human don't need to be super. That's the time that I just can't claim. In these days and time, the realest minds go through hell's persistence and resistance is a meanness of those with crystal visions of assisting on missions of the intricate plots to plot themselves in the graves and stay in your ways the last days. Just in case this were the flames, the infamous were the change. And I'm running right along with them, whipped in shape by coordinate Christians. Formulate my mind and heart's fictions to the digits of all victims of irregular morals gains. It's the sorest way to get fame. So rest for today. Life's worth ain't worth, I may make it out to be. Thinking places of alchemy are open now to now rapidly. Heartless and style crowds of the peace that can't recut the rest of the unjust and trust in something more than themselves, or delve into a new realm with more than waterless wells. In other words, empty promises populate this population. Words of saints don't work in this congregation. Better have some type of temptation in your situation. If not, you're anything worse. That's just how these humans work. But till you see the worst of a good thing gone bad, and out on that weight you hold in your heart. The sort of conflict of contradictions you struggle with, but don't harm these angels singing mind the key to me when my demons in as always. I've always heard his voices in me, angels' words and nightmares that demons means in my dreams. It seems to me reality and all that is cut out to be. The rouse of faculty, what's trapping me is all within my heart's deep. Whether it's two-step to a two-step, a trip, another friendship from this love, the kisses, it's imminent. I get wisdom from and then through it. Truth is, people ask me, this your daily life? Tell me how you do it. I say it ain't nothing to it. Struggles come with a focused mind. Double up on the lowest lines, and your heart rate rises. The bovine designs as usual with the newness is second nature, and it ain't nothing to it. To be holy, nothing to it. To control the nothing to it. To see life and nothing to it. By the hands of nothing to it. To it, it ain't nothing to it. I'm just living my life, and it ain't nothing to it. Nothing to it. To be holy, nothing to it. To control the nothing to it. To see life and nothing to it. By the hands of God, ain't to it. To it, no, it ain't nothing to it. No way. Praise be to the facers that face me, staying in my soul with beats color from my heartbeat. We see infamy for those with passion for life. The wires fame handed to those with no clue of right passages, cause it means passing up the rations of eradication of true use. To you and me, it seems legitimate to give in and to get it. You know, equipping adventures if it's so hard to be different. How come on try to be new and old? We can show life in sight by society, but idols caught us slipping since we're idle in decisions. We're nothing more than pretty demons living in spurts of their life. If we're fighting for our rights to heaven, it's definite that we all are dying tonight by meanings of meaningless sacrifice. Question of the question of afterlife. My question is, after death and your body's left, was life really lived right? So you can keep the whip, so you can keep the chains until you decide to break free. I'll be in my zone of insomnia to the day that I am 6 feet. In my body sleeping, evil dirt is resting in me. I've been dead for centuries now, and dance on the sky is a printed on the earth's bound. As above and so below, it ain't always a breeze for me to catch fresh the wretched and blessed questions in there the wisdom. Feel the difference you can see in nerves and God's decision. This time mankind becomes a difference and influence. Hope you hear truth through this, but the sum really, it ain't nothing to this. To be holy, nothing to it. To control the nothing to it. To see life and nothing to it. By the hands of God, ain't to it. To it. It ain't nothing to it. I'm just living my life, and it ain't nothing to it. Nothing to it. To be holy, nothing to it. To control the nothing to it. To see life and nothing to it. By the hands of God, ain't to it. To it. No, it ain't nothing to it. No way.
Oh, I got a little bit too much into it. Sorry about that.
Cryogenically frozen, with a mind that's vividly open. Loco shows the most of my motives to land and stand still in time. Feel the milk and honey that flows from every orifice, but it's mostly from lips of harlots and harpies, and it's all those dumb minds with those of Marcus, Garvin, and Gandhi. Silence is a harder word in your heart to break and exalt the coffins in case of society, and its reason the propriety of each season is the variety of life reaches, whether from paycheck to paycheck and bills, or the statement of house or what's in it contained in your will. Stop the props, another crop from crops, another all the constant shots with our roots. Yeah. Plot the lots of where the hype is stopped of every single one of these bills. So what can it pay off? Unworthy sacrifices to God. The needed heathenism peaks the keen of an uneasy meaning of Christ's victims. Well, I guess that's you and that, because the truth is all we have. Then we're faced with reality. We can't actually believe the belief that pain comes when the growth to sustain things jump to the surface. While stumped by curses, you try to stomp the flames out that put you in this position. Insisting that some things are better resisted than into. Hype to your mind by the type of the climb to decline. Your design to resigning from hiatus. Make us take the pavement of just chasing lines to lying inside minds of mine and excite the line in the revised skies to receive this sight of light from these eyes. Trusted justice, Pano. Ain't no such thing as halos. Just horns and transformation. Horns and transformation. Forget what I'll just keep saying, cause it's just more accusations. It's just more accusations. So trusted justice, Pano. Ain't no such thing as halos. Just horns and transformation. Yeah, horns and transformation. Forget all what they keep saying. It's just more accusations. Just more accusations. It on your expression. Gonna get more worse than this. Brothers hating on brothers just because of some ridiculousness. Take time to the same line drawn to where your boundaries exist. Watch how high you get. Lose views fade by the time you're faded. Two incidents, two trip. Words can change up because that's what they always come from. I can sum up the equality of common sense and ignorance. Both can be cause and happiness. After the knack is this for opinions, then limitlessness comes in the queue and through moves and they excuse you to will put truth for truth into these two teeth of fresh cane. I won't let what wears my brain to tear the cloth of my lineage. Never but diminish the other of what tethers me to pass those cast hook that took my brain suck into its corpse. No more can accuse myself what has been done, but for once I think I'ma give up the ghost of my valor and live. Justice, Dano. Ain't no such thing as halos. It's horns and transformation. Yeah, horns and transformation. So forget all they keep saying, cause it's just more accusations. It's just more accusations. So trusted justice, Dano. Ain't no such thing as halos. It's horns and transformation. Yeah, horns and transformation. Forget all that they keep saying, cause it's just more accusations. It's just more accusations. Yep.
Hey, so this is this guy named J-A-Y, got 3 X's in it. What the heck is this dude even about? Like, I mean, hold on, let me tell you something, dude. I can't even stimulate my mind for this guy. I mean, he ain't that good. I mean, yeah, I guess I heard about him. I just really don't know what he's about. I mean, shoot, I don't know if he's Christian. I don't know if he's just explicit. I don't know if he's just real or what. But I mean, it's kind of to my delight he's here. But then it's kind of like, I mean, are you gonna make it or not?
Yes. Me in the chasm, entrapped the thief of my rations, and see what seeps from the blackest recess conceived by my actions. Repeat the leads of this disease, it just exceeds the limit of an image breathed into me by the beast of disaster. Cease all that matters now to a human heart. You've been moved to cross and hands the ready shoe, but one shot the damage, man, you can't even compute. In addition to subtraction of all that's all restraint, bank the vacancy, the blatant face of the erase is plain to see it aimed at me.
I mean, okay, alright. He's a little nice, but I mean, why can't he just be like everybody else? Why you gotta try to be all different? Why you gotta try to give life? I don't want wisdom, man. Man, give me some of that good stuff, you know what I'm saying?
But it ain't as simple to be. Well, this world don't want you to be. Take my waistline and see what's under my but half the time the line disease at my knees. I can't wait to be like Tyrese. The day this water passes my cheeks and sits in my eyes, I know why I'll finally be at peace. This Water's a puddle of sorrow, swirled into its ain't cold, merged with free fall of what is deceased, and the Yoda that God himself. Wells of which describe the well to live in hell, a live in hell is dead. To me at the heart, sweet are the marks received by the arts, theme for what hogs. It is a place for winds to thrive in the skies you hide behind. I see you for you, do you? Take the time out for a time out to see life. Breathe a real breath of some delight. These nights are the coldest, but your heart can still be warmed. On another note, you always have a soul's resource. Yeah, take the time out for a time out just to see life. Breathe a real breath of some delight. These nights are the coldest, but your heart can still be warmed. On another note, you always have a soul's resource. Capture all catalyst perks and cash cancer. Cast the cash, alas, the soul's worth. Grasp all this thrall to fall by trust. Thus, this must gush. My purity, curing the virtues of perjury. Worst works of my behavior. Age the date of what I'm saying. Romits all in the way. But today my fate is mine. Yeah, so mine. It's time to take the last look at what shakes me eternally. Spitting in space, disgraced by grace. And lace up for what's next to best my trial face. Up to where hurts my desires. And then they nod and we construct what obstructs me. We've seen these scenes fled from due to late decisions. Ain't each vision relive through to be more relentless and believe what makes humans humane and themselves is ordained to enslave its own race. Rave are we are to be a D-list star, resist all we are.
Okay, so is it the fact just because some people I guess are just gonna be people? But I mean, this guy really has something to say. My only question is, can I know more about him?
As I try to not drown in my oceans of emotion and sorrows, I'm just trying to find myself. Now, there's a thin line between equality and insanity, and I'm balancing on that line. And as I move forward in this direction, I have one question. What is my honesty? Little to know of my soul, visuals of my heart's control, and I bestow it upon my end zone, and unknown woe of what's below. My true intents and instincts distinctively held to my retreat, and retreated to sweet treats that leaves my tongue's once bittersweet. And for once I swore I lured the beast up out of his cage. Turns out that beast was me, but the least that I can say or see and do is be ruthless to the ones that recruited my heart to the intrusion of two hearts in fusion. But confusion was the only end product. Regrets of my interest in not being too cautious, lost in my honesty. Why me? How come some others just have it so easy? Some couples stay together just knowing that one of them cheated. But believe me, it ain't all your emotions yearn, it's the mind and heart's discern for your face return.
What's that one thing in your life that no one knows about? Or what's that particular area in your heart that you spend almost all your energy trying to hide? When I ask myself that question, a big thing that comes to my mind is my struggle with loneliness. Or I try to hide those days when I really don't feel inclined to follow Jesus because, well, I make videos that tell other people about following Jesus.
Slowly closing the worst of closure. It was foretold that I hold my own trust. I just didn't know this soon. Alone in the cold of my room. Hard to spin the deceased, asking myself, should I have been released, or should I have bottled up the worst of intentions and be slowly killing myself? It's already felt like that for some weeks. Sometimes I search the highways while driving to see if she's in traffic with me. Have I lost my mind or gained my elite title over the strings of my heart? If she called me up and said she wants to restart, what would my first answer be? Would I be in shock and not know what to speak, or so pissed that I just hang up and officially take my heart off my sleeve and mark the start of an honest Jeffrey? But that's something that we will never know, not until the situation's afoot. As I try to get a foothold of the old me that withered, I'm ashamed to admit what I did with her, but what's worse is what I did to get over her. the coldest words, but my heart with frost of focus blurs my term of what's determining my week's terminal illness. The stillness of society surrounds me, and immediately I'm alone. But someone once said I'll never be with hunger with an evidence. I charge and I loves games without a second guess, and I'm stretching foot first in perilous voyages and keeping poison in poisonous pits of what this world sees now as a gift. But the curse of an eternity without someone to share eternity with is something that I just can't live with. So it's time that I wake up. I've seen the roses, but I think it's time that I finally get my first whiff. If love is the accepting of one man, one woman, two hearts combining, where's the acceptance? What? Where does the insanity cap end? What is the level of love that can be tested? And honesty.
Peace and love, Las Vegas. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. God has given everyone genius level talent. You just gotta find out what you're genius at and apply yourself like nobody, like never before. Don't let nobody block your blessings or diminish your accomplishments. Everybody get home safe. I love y'all. Peace and love.
Right here, right now is the place and time to decide where you stand, what you admire, what you want to acquire, what you desire is in your hand. Right here, right now is the place and time to decide where you stand, what you admire, what you want to acquire, what you desire is in your hand.
Believe me or get left behind.
Trust me, you should be grateful I gave you a choice.
Spread love, positive thoughts and grace, cause hate is the most distasteful poison. But during this voyage, keep your way, don't lose your soul.
Fuck those who hate.
Negate your anointing, cause who's to say their appointing's worthy anyway? But anyway, what I'm trying to say is,
go be all you can be and more.
Opportunity to look strange when we speak the same language. So when he knocks on the door, I'll open with open arms and awe them all, cause I'm so awesome. But don't be shy, it's your time, so pick up the phone when you hear you calling. I wanna call my mom to say sorry for leaving the house at 16. Pursue this dream, to get that cream and get that dollar, to get you that new Jaguar that I saw you spotting in the magazine. But I wasn't lying, mama, when I simply replied that one day that'd be you and me. And to my team, I solemnly swear that we gon' make it. I'll take us there to the place where the water is clear as the sky. So believe me or get left behind. So right here, right now is the place and time to decide where you stand. What you admire, what you want to acquire, what you desire is in your hand.
My soul ain't fed, no one no parts of it. No point to walk this path if I don't run it. I stay in my zone and I rinse my dome. The heart still pumps off of passion and classic mastered actions. So to find my true home, I'd rather be alone. Minded a major in disbehavior. Try to embrace every crass enslavement. Blast past my past to extract my change and crack facts and codes that know nodes of hope and love is still unknown. Last time I failed in it, I did it up alone. So why miss my time to design my signs and the symbols of fraud? Art, how God works through the worst of situations. Make the best of you, now come forth. When the torches lit under your souls, to make your soul burn more. Switch to a word, spit the black and black cause pride from my fist in the shrine. Lace lanes out the sick place, gods. Whip picture that can do it in the shape. Move through and never state of locomotion. Crazy they say I'll never stop going. For those who doubt that I'm shouting to show on my lip past the moment to gain my momentum. Lastly to say the last of my days I still never reach a peak. Easily seen to be leaned on a steam by means of peace. And every piece of me gleams simultaneously with streaks of needs by my society and by God. My thoughts by God shall rob the darkness of the shadow it casts. Cast me for the road of the hero, and I hope I wouldn't get it. Please no, it's not how the people see me, but how I see the people. The decree I keep on is rid the evil. Without the belief of most loved ones, someone's bound to respect the progress. Even if that someone's just I. My lines of life have the line of this blue hue. I show the world what it means to be seen, even though they're sad and I'm homeless. Was a live in my dream. I'd rather be homeless and happy than soulless and flashy. Crash to the masses of habits and try my track record. Better head up to the treasure in my hand, but my head says that it's in the heart. My emotions seem to start a new process of consciousness and to live in self-consciousness in the midst of angels, archive, star, rare marks of a soldier. Left and right step, reckless million man march. I might first run footprints of a curse, son.
So I'd rather be alone, I'd rather be alone, alright. Said I'd rather be alone, I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone, I'd rather be alone.
Vitals of vibrant, but suicide heights are climbing. Surprised by the compromising and hiking peaks of the mind. Is to expect for the time of a change, but insist on staying the same. So is it worth being named illegitimate for what I claim? If it's not plain to see right now, house with attention be grabbed. As I give the gift of gab, penetrates on man's skin, the men of mass trash the future to focus on the past. Why is it so hard for these minds to focus on the motive or show of hope and stay nothing but ferocious, owning up to all of my sins? Been pinned against my blisses, my wishes turn to request to reflect the reflex of my steps. And oh, if I can make the breaks now that I make, just because things don't seem great, then I'll bet I'll close this case. And if I'm back, I'm a dog that place to retract to attacks, a task, disgrace, mask my sin with blood from the unrighteous. I still be seen, unlikely to fit in with disguises. Difference pushes the envelope till it folds. And for the creases of timid men, watch I get back tenfold pin souls. Woes, shooters,
Yeah.
aim at your medulla,
Yeah.
rummage up some moolah, then tell you they recruit you. Do you scream and shout hoorah, or claim it as a nuisance? The question remains, so will you hear the souls? Whoa, come on. Shooters, aim at your medulla, rummage up some moolah, then tell you they recruit you. Do you scream and shout hoorah, or claim it as a nuisance? The question remains, so will you hear the souls? Whoa, souls, whoa. Image that's picturesque and strenuous to the breast. Hearts restart every breath, trying to capture a time of rest. Regret the resets of what's set and impress, just to end up depressed and feel nothing but less. The world's mind is the same as a mind's eye. Both seek for peace and animosity and atrocious atrocities, monsters, monstrosities, and want me with trophies of debauchery. Constant of connotations, consequently copycat of nations and reverse by completed erases. All up. That's beside me, yes, myself. Life starts when death ends. When will mine begin? Again and again, I've been on the edge of time. Rewind what I've declined to find reason of my heart speeding, beat it dead, don't search repetitious questions. This is endless, it's so pointless, trying to refine my enjoyment. Joining the force, me in the reaping hopes courses. Throw me back with the wolves of the wild. This black sheep will now become their leader. Change their view from black and white to sepia. Make y'all see within reason. No hesitation to make a heap of enemies' bodies and drop their blood into the rivers of lightning. Beating Tyson, the sight of surgeon. Away these earthly curses while versing our verses. That verses the insurgent surgeon that try to extract the passion that's burning. To keep so silent, I'm acquiring in the inquiry. Not to keep quiet, I'm ecstatic to be clunging to all the madness and be high strung off disaster. Cause the payoff is a payday of a great grace that I can't wait to see. Renewed moves and renewed me with a newness of the 2 3s. Ha! Ha! That's a definite and it's irrelevant now that I'm relevant, so let's ride.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Caution to the wind now, cautious to a hint out of the blue for a mean in need of how to be more than skewed when I speak to you. The reason of my new season, Repeat the coward's decree, you're facing the unknown, and you'll probably find out a little more about me. Like the fact that I'm scared to death to die young. How I hate admit it's the failing, flailing. I've been first to the pavement and having no sense of danger. A crowded mind makes me the loneliest. I'm scared to admit love again, but if it ain't face, I'm alive, move straight to my golden goal. But the golden rule is don't be ruled by fool's paradise. The rarest nights at my forte, build parts around my soul so I don't get screwed, but still be fetched to by before play. The script is switched today and forever. These lines ain't mine and they unless my life was laid. By the time of day, but dawn is approached by control. There's control, but half for that I'm pushed. Pleased to the boomies that's occupying my mind. They only live off regrets or dues of you, but never even pay a nickel a dime. What else can be subsequent to my consequences for every sequence I live that you made to be a human? And just admit that I split the veil between common sense and ignorance. Try to have a transfuse and infuse my fury. Worldly was a world seen it was under a woman's curls. Mine's a hard thing to see and deal with when every card has been pulled. One more upon my sleeve, I love these, and I promise you, if it's 6 broken hearts, you will see.
All I had was my dreams and my hustle, and that's what got me right here in front of y'all today. My dedication. So I'm here tonight to tell you, if your dreams don't scare you, then you ain't dreaming big enough.
Practicing, all that's impractical. I know most will never just know the truth behind this young soul to know that as a till until toe wind will call me up past his galaxies. So the system, this is all I can give us. God's give it to me. You gotta better give it to me. A babe in the womb of the lost, don't mistreat it. Treat our life like it's sequel. Praise be to the fetus to lead us into rebirth, girth, and work of the heart's core. The worst mind scores on a concept, but the object, but the subject's you. Precious life's limits and the biggest limit is trust. There's always all that needs was by these tears of God, and all that these is used. Gotta read my thoughts, it's always scars. Is it crazy to cover up what still leaks? Cause that seems to be the cause of every defeat. Will I have to be wiped clean or ripped away? Snake the chatter, cut on this central paint and patter. Patter, what both souls can I take back? The payback of exposure, my state cracks. So relapse, can relapse in these cement feet. So whole way to the gain of waiting and pave the pavement with all of my payments in mind. It seems at this time that my price on my life is declined. How else can a living be made without depth of morals? Normal was cool of years ago. Who knows how long it's been to the beginning of time and decisions intended to rise. Awareness of the scarcity of what's real, but the reality is not made. All the best used to me, but the means of the scenes that got blind us now to the innocent. Innocence, it's been the rockiest of the straight and narrow I walk. Can I say because own live in hell? Is there a reason that white whites live well? The skeptical now became sketchy. The best of the souls are intrepid and looking now down on myself. I just wish that these scars would change. The student didn't even chase the case of my placement, and still this exposure's gotta heal. Take off, I'm what breaks all my chains off. Lay off the mic tonight, that's a long way from never. Can't shred up what's already shredded. My pain is a core of my victor. Sick fits of good enrichments, vindictive pains for pain's sake. To achieve these wings, stay straight on the path of what kills dreams on into a bill fate. And the real stick is what dust up heals what feels great. It's a must I trust in what, sir? My husk of indecency. Seek mutually tweak for peace. My interest in seasons never really given change for me. I'm a constant crush mode, the finest go mode. A gift that I never regret and wish. Fits and flesh crush the heart. Whisper you must to discuss the loss of bliss. So don't mind the divine cosign, but the time show times on my name when it's time that I grind. In a line of my own, that's a name with no lines to box. In the box, that's unlimited minutes. And drop that blocks was giving me business. Another life worth actually living, resisting the loss I've been given, which trembles the dawn to prove that the moon and the limit is the groove and the biggest plan God has. Progress cease forever and a day away. Place the enormous, gorgeous force of the course of passion on the course of eternity. That is mean that of my dreams packed and pinned to be resented. The vintage remnants entered my mind since I was 7. But with a dead skin, the coast to coast is my soul. Post-apocalyptic modes unfold in front of my eyes. Rely on the minds for precise, concise, analyzing our lives that thrive on Christ. Saints said that the reason that we always try to live right, Lord.
Long days and
Longer nights is all that holds my sanity. Sanity, sanity. Fears are falling, thoughts are calling my own body to its grave. Gotta call on rest, recalling my mistakes, my mistakes. Say ole, ole, say ole, ole, say ole. Now we're here, we say ole, face to face. We say ole, face first, say ole. I'ma face it, mess with the bull, I'ma get them horns and forget the bull, cause I'm on it all. Now with just an ounce of my blood, I got a heart tap out with its own pound, and never BPM wants to see the trend of what's what. So it souls again, I'ma break that I can't and embrace the state of the fakest rhymes. And in case you think it's a lie, wait till I decide to incinerate the enzymes of all fools angles. These tools of mine, the weapon of light, and buku troops is what the tongue is weighted by. With powers of lions and agility of a million leopards, I shepherd on animals, cannibalistic as cannibals, cannabis is enlighten me. By the sight see when the mighty is decreasing, so-called weak, defeat the knee and the weapon impulse, and receive to receive what heal skulls. Occupied by the concubine, little to rewrite the minds, altering on as it hard to start trends is rare to seem. Careful prepare with a misregime that ain't accepted, it's only regretted from when it wasn't taking big pictures for questions. See if it will change by suggestions. So just move all open your opinion so you get the full effect. Expect cues of it fills your heart because truth as other shines through it. It hurts when the hurts increase, but work to discuss the temperature, love, and keep holler to a model with a seat, or a model with Moscato when it heat. Hit the bottle when it's wide on your feet. Fly high when it's time to compete against every art inside of others fighting with your dreams. And all that spin is what you keep. You're all is and all is supposed to be. And so much more than your American standard. The plan, the answer to what you achieve. Literally, the dented of the surface of life is accepting you're weak. Now I know there's a rough thing to do, but just cope with the Kingston dope from the rock to a beat for substance equal to the old thing. See no holds of those that want recognition and put ignition to the beat. Please, that it can be done as reruns of these same scenes. These fears of mine won't order me no more. Okay, so save today to the age of pain. Ole. Ole.
Try to hold.
High cost of the loss, mind tossed to the thought of rot. Inclusions for the exclusion of life. Move to the nooses tonight and included a life from abyss to crevice. Yes, it's true, I live in the shadow of myself, and I better rock with no mask out. Everything must be revealed in my space. The intake is great, with heart hollow and pride swallowed, all that's left is great. And my concentrates of what disguises my taste for the most bittersweet of a day, of a sweeping array of disease and a lace that just imitate the release of a snake and the field of sheep, and the real of these scenes of as usual. Good to show I'm a heart, the revelation of a proclamation my made when life was supposed to start. With every promise broken, it's a notice of a strong man's weakness. Believe in the meaning that it was schemes below every surface sits. Always suppressed restless, don't be surprised when mood swings are coming but random. My unknown actions, that is shots to earth and the dead, echoes in my head. Red lights plans and spread to the grave of truth, and tried my best to resurrect all parts left by souls. I stole my hand in dirt and pray to God for work. God for work. God for word. Typical times for his beings, mythical signs of intrigue. Men of the best hope knows now with the worst of intentions, with every potential penitentiary vision, and try to imprison the different decisions from good and not evil to evil and none. Crazy to say that man planning that evil was me. Wait, I was the one. Keep focused on the task at hand. Keep your focus on those holding your life's plans. Raise the man and try to hold on.
try to hold on, 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 just gotta try to hold on, try to hold on, try to hold on, try to hold on, try
Parts of my motor commence in a minute. That's up before I now step out the regular mode. It's better to know that my eyes are but low. The source message fear. No type of fear, not of my message. Just lessons that turn into every last single regret. Place on my placard or traps on my walls and admiring how much that I used to fall. But in the hollow way to that time that I wait for God to return. And my destiny burns to put grace on a back burner. That's what up the slurs for the murder of born obsession. Jealousy, relish in the reason that I'm here. Muscling it through every single tear. Do the fact I'm scared to reveal the veil is something I try to conceal. Keeping it still in my heart. Excuse the violent rise with violence. Boils my blood and it spills. My mindset now is set on overkill. Holding up sin in my heart with revenge. God please make amends. But I can't I do sins if I'm gripping too tight on my views in my life. And if tonight is my very last night, I'm thankful now to my God himself that I finally spent it with Christ. Taking a break, no, I'd rather live life old and die young. Decided to pride, the chosen one, see if you won't be more than a memory. Choke those of enemies, make cold. So then for the imagery, see what's in the land of the limitless, finicky ministers whose looks are menacing and the minister ones of an infamous ministry. You gotta retrieve and move past chance. Stay with things that you should have moved on from.
Someone call for help, cause what's about to happen will
cause a reaction of woe, a collaboration of souls, destruction of most, persistence, passion, progression. The theories is always protested. That is my motto, Diablo's regalo. I'm excited now to run rap all of my demons goes. To call it a rap and confession. Process the procession and be locked on a kill of life to be blocked by Reeboks. Walk depends on what God steps. I guess that's on the transgression. Accepting my lesson and every obsession transformed by suggestion. No quote that doesn't be nested, but I pray you hear all of my prayers inside of this session.
Let's just run this one more time before we're done. Knowing my song coming from you, yeah. So, yeah, right there.
In these times, yeah. Hooks of the storm, say you are of my strength, and you are, yeah, you are my life. I lift my hands in grace, yeah. Now it's been too long. It's been too long for me to step up and say that I'm not as strong as I say I am. I'm only been weak, and I missed the very last week. And I pray for God as I seek. And I see y'all now in the men's, and I try to just make amends. If I step away now from sin, finally I'm saying amen. So I can hear me out in my session. Now, with every obsession from sin, finally clean. Here when I go again, I say,
Alright guys, that was good. Let's call it a day.
Good night.
You gotta hit stop. Oh, JJ, you okay? Oh, don't forget